I had a wild thought, and I need somebody to come with me. Take my glasses off so you can see me. I need you to come with me so that we can get through this together, because I could be way out here by myself, but this thought just crossed my mind and I need to share it with somebody. Okay. So we know the Clintons have been talking to the people today in the room that we're not allowed to go in, and we're getting like updates from people on what was said or not said. And then I got to thinking about it, and like my husband has gone down the train and he's looking at the pictures on the website, and he was like, "Oh my God, look at this painting of Bill Clinton." And I was like, "I know." And I was like, "You know what bothers me about that painting? It's a really aggressive painting. It's giant, like life size, and it's also like he's wearing the dress that he marked up. I don't know how to say that correctly. Anyway, so it's the dress that he stained. It's the dress he stained. There you go. And he's, you know, it's a very degrading painting. And then my husband was like, it's in here like it's in the first room, like one of the first things you see, like you come in this like foyer and then you like turn and there it is. And I was like, oh, that is so maliciously vindictive. And I was like, I mean, like, it's one thing to like want to embarrass somebody. It's one thing to think something's funny. It's one thing to like, but like that is wild. And then secondarily, like the Clintons have been really adamant that they don't have anything to do with this, and like just like weirdly adamant, right? And I'm like, y'all should be taking it easy because all of this stuff is documented. So like, I'd be real careful on how you lie, because like it's gonna bite you back in the butt. But what if? And this is where I am out here by myself. Come with me. What if, like, maybe Epstein did reach out and was like, hey, we should be doing business. And maybe the Clintons, I mean, you know, they've been in whatever level they've been in for a long time. And so like maybe they knew that he was like a not great person. So they were like, no, I'm good. And he was like, no, we should be doing business. And they're like, no, I'm kind of busy. And they're like, you should fly out here and let's do business. And it's like, I mean, I'll come out there, but I'm not really doing business. And so like, yeah, our paths crossed a little bit, but maybe they like made a decision like, no, he is bad news bears. I don't want anything to do with him. And then maybe he was like, it is in your best interest to work with me. And he's like, calm down, homeboy. I'm the president of the United States, and no, I don't want to work with you, and that's crazy. And he's like, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to work with me, or you're going to be sorry. And he's like, okay. And then all that stuff came out, like the whole scandal, and that this happened. And maybe, and I'm not saying it didn't happen, and I'm not saying that it did happen. I'm just saying this is my thought process. Maybe he goes on TV and he's like, I did not have relations with that woman, and we were all like, okay, calm down, Bill. And maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe she was an intern and like, yeah, I know her, but like, I don't have relations with her. And then he's like, I mean, I can say that I can say that wholeheartedly. There's no way I had relations with her. But then all of a sudden she's on the phone talking to somebody who's like not even a friend, but like low-key a friend, but not really a friend. And Monica is giving all the deets on what they did and didn't do. And this mean girl is recording it and keeping it and is going to send it out to media. And I'm like, first of all, I'd be real careful dishing deets about who you hooked up with, even with a girlfriend. And then second of all, I don't typically record calls with my friends. So like that seems fishy. But also she was like a reporter. And then I'm sure, you know, Clinton was like, oh, this is getting really bad, but like, she's just lying. Nobody's gonna, and then the DNA comes out. And wouldn't that scare you to death to be like, how did you get my DNA? That DNA, how'd you get that? And put it on the dress and send it to dry cleaning? Or not to dry cleaning or whatever she did with the dress. And so then he's like, wait, how did you do that? And he's like, I told you, you better work with me. You better work with me. And he's like, I mean, you can't frame me. Like, this is bigger than you, Bill, and you're going to do what we say. And, you know, what if? And then that's why the painting's there, is to tell everybody when they come over, don't be a Bill Clinton. Don't end up in that dress. You better do what I say. You better, I'm going to release the tapes or release the recordings or whatever. Like, it's all a blackmail game, right? So, like, what if? I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. And if I'm totally wrong, tell me I'm totally wrong. But I'm not saying, like, I'm thinking outside the box. I'm not saying I love the Clintons. I'm not saying I dislike the Clintons. I'm saying I don't know them at all. I'm just saying that painting really bothers me because that is really malicious and vindictive. Like that is like revenge porn level. Like that is really pushing it, right? And to put that in the very front is to make sure to humiliate somebody. Makes me think there was a reason he wanted to humiliate Bill Clinton, which then sent me down to like, what if all of it was staged just to spook him?